Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to the review of the IMILAB doorbell. So let's take a look and see what we got. So I recommend you go check out my unboxing to get more details about the hardware, but I'll start really quickly. You have the actual doorbell itself. This doorbell here is made out of plastic. This will be a waterproof doorbell, but yeah, on the front you have your camera. You have your IR lights down at the side over here, which you can't see right now. Maybe I wonder if I can show you. No, it doesn't show up. But IR lights on the side, and then you have your doorbell button, which doesn't work because I unplugged this. And then on the bottom here, you have your speaker grills, or sorry, no, your microphone and your speaker, I believe, as well at the same time. And then in the back, you have USB right there. It is micro USB. They claim battery life will it'll go for about 6 months, but we'll have, I mean, I can't test that because I don't have this for 6 months. And then we have a sync button, which you use at the very beginning. And then on the top here is where you use to clip into your mount, which you can mount on the wall. Now, this is the receiver unit. The receiver unit has two antennae that you can fold up and down like this. And then this is a speaker so that you can hear what's going on. And then there's a SD card slot here, and I put a 32 gig micro SD in here. And this you can actually remove and take out the you can take this out because I did it before, but I don't know how right now. So, oh, there we go. So like this, and then you basically replace it with whatever other plug, but most of you won't need to do that. So that's the hardware. And then of course you have your mounting bracket, and this right here is like a wedge. So you can see how it's thick on this side and skinny on this side. This basically allows your camera to do that. So it's tilted away from the wall if needed. So that's the hardware of this. Let's go into the software as well as the camera field of view. Okay, so we're gonna ring the doorbell and see what happens. So, as you heard, the audio actually comes from here. You get a call ringtone here, and as well as that white piece I showed you just now, you also get a doorbell sound from that as well, and it's very, very loud. So I muted myself just because I don't want it to echo, and I hit record as well just so that this is recording and it saves to the SD. It does automatically record, which is good. So I'm going to speak into here.
Hello, can you hear me? My name is ZReviewTech, and I would like you to like and subscribe.
So you can actually choose a couple of responses here. You can choose...
Excuse me, can I help you? Please leave it at the door. We will be right there. Please wait a moment. I'm not at home now. Please leave a message.
And that's it. You have 4 selections here, and of course you have a call police function. I don't want to hit that, but the doorbell will sound a louder alarm and will stop automatically after 10 seconds. You know what? I'm gonna walk away because it's gonna be really, really loud. Never mind, that was not loud at all. So that was not loud. That was not loud, very loud at all. I'm gonna hit hang up, and then we're gonna keep going in the review. Okay, so now there's one thing I do want to show you, because this right here, I'm walking through my house with this on, right? So as you can see, it switches between IR, infrared, as well as regular pretty easily. Resolution is pretty good. This is currently in 2.5K, so the quality is definitely good enough. I do like how wide it is, where you can kind of see, like, you know, from all the way out here to all the way out here. That's nice, but I am a little bit disappointed, because if you think about it, a doorbell is going to be around this height, right? And you're going to be around this distance from the doorbell. Great, you can see my face pretty clearly, even with a hat on, and it's not very, very bright in here. It's dark. There's light sources coming from different areas, and so it's going to be like this, right? So you can see the person pretty clearly, but the problem is height, because one of the main uses of a doorbell is you want to see someone come to deliver stuff. And look, I'm going to crouch down. I'm not even bending down, but I'm crouching down and you can't see me anymore. So if an Amazon delivery guy comes and delivers a package and he puts it on the floor, you can't see the package. Like, there's technically no proof that he left it there. There's proof that he walked up with the package and then he walked away with it. Like, there's no proof that he placed it down in this exact position. If you rotated it this way, you can almost see that you can almost see the floor, which is a lot better. So I do like how wide it is from this side to this side, but it's not very tall, and that is a downside of this video camera. Okay, so here I'm testing out the infrared. So it's going to switch to infrared quite soon, and right now it has switched to infrared. So as you can see, the quality is actually pretty decent. You can make it out quite well. So I'm quite pleased with the infrared. You'll notice that when it switches from infrared to regular or regular to infrared, the quality, or it kind of blows out for a little bit and then it goes okay, right? So you switch like this, that's okay. But if you go back this way, bang, and then it kind of corrects, right? So that's one thing. Okay, so the other thing you want to be aware is when you're mounting this, you have to be aware because as you can see, it's okay, so it's fine now, right? But if you put it too close to a wall, the wall becomes really bright and it becomes harder to see. I will say that you can still see the person's face properly. Like you look at my face, you can still see it properly. But if you do it this way, the quality of the night vision actually goes up quite a bit. But the more wall you include, right? This is a white wall that I'm standing right beside. The quality goes down. You can see it gets a little bit grainier, it gets a little bit grayer. So as much as you want to face it away from the wall. The instruction manual does say you shouldn't include wall, but as you can see, even if you do include wall, and some of you won't have a choice, it'll still work. It'll just look a little bit. Okay, so this is the next test where that is where the receiver is, right? So right now I'm currently about 5 feet away from the receiver, and if I walk this way, right, I am 10 feet, 15 feet about. As you can see, it still transmits. The problem with going so far is not actually a transmission, because the video actually still is okay. The problem is if you put this device too far away from the router, not your home router, but the IMILAB router, then starting a video actually doesn't work because you are too far away. So you need to be close. You need to be within probably 10 feet for it to start reliably and quickly. So with the detection mode, you can actually do a home monitoring schedule. So you can do 24-hour detection, or you can choose between daytime, nighttime, and customized detection. Detection mode is record immediately, record after a set time, and turn off. Obviously, record immediately will have higher power consumption. That is understood. Video clip length is auto. When someone is detected recording, will start until the person leaves, up to 60 seconds. Retrigger interval, 30 seconds. That means if the person comes back within 30 seconds, they won't retrigger. Detection sensitivity. When adjusting the sensitivity, the LED will blink orange when motion is detected by PIR. Yep, so you can see the orange right there. Right there, so you can see the orange. So the motion detection is working. See that? So that's good. And then of course we have notification settings where you can do a notification for that. Now, you can either save your videos to either the cloud, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll tell you that in a bit, or an SD card, which I showed you before. I installed it onto an SD card. So as you can see, everything's in an SD card. It's a little bit hard to get to because it's a little bit difficult, but if I click here, it plays automatically. So as you can see, this will be streaming through Wi-Fi unless you take the video out and you do the rest. So we'll get out of here. Yeah, and then of course you also have the cloud, which if you click here, you can get a free trial to cloud storage, but of course the cloud storage is paid eventually. Well, it's not yet available, but when it is, it will cost money. I personally like my own cloud storage instead of having it here. And of course, you can obviously store it yourself on an SD card, which is what I'm doing. Okay, and now we're gonna test out the response time. So I've killed the IMILAB itself from my phone, and we're gonna turn this off, and we'll see what happens. It is here because, you know, that does show. Oh, and that's the annoying thing. When you click on this, you have 4 seconds, and then it automatically goes, and then you hit answer. That's like 8 seconds. That's pretty long. Sorry. That was 8 seconds. That's actually pretty long. So, to each his own, but that's a downside for this as well. We keep going. That's my quote-unquote name. We'll go through the settings of this really quickly. So that's the other thing. When you click on your doorbell, this thing comes up every single time. This notification never goes away. It always pops up every time you click. I'm expecting them to get rid of this just because this is not final production software, but it pops up every time. You know, that says $12 for 3 months. So that's about $4 a month. So everything here is grayed out, right? Because this requires your video in the cloud, and I don't have cloud, or I don't want to pay for it. There is a live feature which you can go here, and I'm just going to do that. You can hit play, and yep, right there. So you can see I'm waving my hands, and it works. And then you can hit this button. Hello? Loud. Ah! It's too loud. And then we have this confirm doorbell alarm. That's the police alarm. It's just not very loud, to be honest. And then of course here you can record video, you can get screenshots. Okay, so we'll look at doorbell settings. So first here we have battery life, power saving reminder, and low battery notification 20%. I'm fine with that. And then we have ringtones of outdoor doorbell. So that's this piece right here, right? So you can choose between clanking sound, or you can add your own. You can have a custom one. You can choose. Oh, you have to record it? Wow. Okay. So, yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Interesting. So you can do that. Volume adjustment. So that was 100%. So that means that that alarm's not very loud, but it's more than loud enough for speaking. You also have a no disturb mode, which basically you don't, when someone rings the doorbell during no disturb, the indoor gateway does not ring the bell, which is good for sleeping actually. And then lenses distortion correction. I'll turn it on and I'll show you how it's different. Wide dynamic range, which is WDR off and on, and basically captures more detail from the dark and light areas. And then we have night vision settings, which switch automatically. It works pretty well as you saw before. Okay, and we have home monitoring, we have detection schedule, detection mode, video clip, retrigger, detect. And then we have a signal test, which basically, so to ensure that you have powerful signal, that's fine. Memory card, and general settings, device name, check for update. Yeah. Okay, so here are a couple of things that I could not test. Obviously the battery life. This says that it can go up to 6 months without having to recharge. I obviously can't test it because I've had this thing for what, 2 weeks maybe. The other thing is that this is also pre-production software, so it's not fully flushed out yet. I actually had to contact support, and an engineer added me into this software as an added. Obviously the IMI Cloud is also not set up as well. But at the same time, so far this product seems to be a fairly decent doorbell product. So I do recommend you guys check out the link below into the Kickstarter. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.